Hello, I just wanted to give you a quick overview of the MLA format. As you can see in the textbook in Chapter 10, starting on page 345 all the way through 376, you will see information on MLA formatting. I'll just click through and show you what I've set up on the web page. Once you get to the Purdue Writing Lab, let's go down to the bottom where it says MLA Formatting and Style Guide. This gives you the basic overview right away so you can see how to read through various things. I like to go to the general format first, kind of read through that, but in particular, if you get down here, you'll see what the first page looks like. It's going to go your name, my name, the class, and the date. Up here, you have what they call the page header. That is going to be your last name and the page number, and you will have to tell it to insert the page numbers because it's not going to insert the page numbers. Well, let's put it this way. If you just type 1, it's going to put 1 on every page. So you have to tell it to number the pages and put your last name in front of it. So that is how it's set up on the first page, and then of course you're going to have the title here, and then you start your essay. So in MLA formatting, there's not a cover page. You have this set up for your first page. A couple other just minor basic things. First and foremost, you don't memorize all this. You look it up as you go. So you have the basic format down. Let's go to in-text citations. You have to have parenthetical citations when you're using APA or MLA or APA for that matter. So with the MLA formatting, your in-text citations are going to be typically the author's last name and page number. If, as you see up here, you've already mentioned the author, then you just have to have the page number. So in some cases, you'll just have the page number because you've mentioned the author. The other thing you run into, I think, a lot of times at the internet is, I don't have an author, what do I do? Or, I don't have a page number, what do I do? Technically, you're supposed to put the paragraph number, but people tend not to if you don't have a page number. For the other issue, you can use the article title in place of or in lieu of the author's last name if you can't find an author on the web page. So in any case, you have to have in-text citations. It's important to have in-text citations. I have a student's paper down here. I highlighted them for you just to show you how they work. This is a paper that was submitted about different types of serial killing, I believe. In any case, you see he has two authors there, so you have the author with the and in between it for those, and you have one here where he couldn't find the author's name, so he put the article title in for that one. So in any case, you have to have those in-text citations, and of course at the end of the page you have to have a works cited. So for one thing, I would show you the electronic works cited because many of you will be using electronic sources, and this just kind of has the rundown of as much of this information as you can find through here you want to be using for your works cited page. And at the end, you have what's called a works cited. You can't have a works cited unless you have parenthetical citations. So in order to have the works cited, you must have parenthetical citations. That is a common problem that students have. They'll type the whole paper, they won't have a single in-text citation or parenthetical citation, and somehow they have a works cited. Not possible to have a works cited unless you've cited something in your essay. And then at the end, yes, you have the works cited page. Let's just go to the sample paper. If you get down to the sample paper, it's a little daunting because they have so much, probably more than you're even going to use, but it does show you how to set up the initial page, and it probably gets into even more than you're ever going to use, but it's not a bad thing to look at to show all the ins and outs of what you might run into as you're typing a paper. And in the end, of course, you have the works cited. It has what they call a hanging indent. So you have the author, the hanging indent. Then when it goes back out, we know we have a new author, and the hanging indent, it goes back out. new author, and so forth and so on. So all that information I have linked for you there on the webpage. Your textbook has MLA information in it as well, so you can certainly just use the textbook. And for me, I mean, the main thing is have parenthetical citations and have a works cited page. That is really the key when it comes to the MLA format. You're not memorizing it, you just look things up as you go. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. Once you get into your research paper, just remember to follow the MLA format. Cite your sources. It's better to cite more than less because you don't want to, run into trouble for plagiarism. So I hope this helps a little bit. Take care, and again, you can always text me if you have questions or concerns.